Hello, hello. Welcome back to the weekly Monday Motivation Podcast, No More Excuses. I am your host, Sandi Ballard, the Badass Business Coach. Yes, I am. Thank you for being here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for sharing this podcast with others. And if you are new here, make sure you follow me on social media, especially on Instagram, because I will continue the challenge that's in today each week. Whatever the challenge is, whatever the question is, I continue that through that week on the social media. So I just want to help you continue to dig deeper so you can play bigger, to find out what you're really doing is what you really love, which is what we're going to talk about today, and really just helping you achieve the success you desire. Yes, and last Monday's podcast was about focus, what steals it and what helps it. What can you do to help you stay focused? From eliminating distractions to playing music or having complete silence, to scheduling work sprints, to shutting off notifications and living and dying by your to-do list, like me, and, just doing whatever you need to keep going. Find ways to help you be more productive and channeling and working with versus against your energy. So yes, as I mentioned, today we might be talking a little bit about what you love, because it is Valentine's Day, and happy Valentine's Day if you celebrate it or even care about it. But yes, it's the day of cards, flowers, expensive dinners, and love. But it's also Monday. So yeah, it's a school night, a work night. You got to, do what you love and do what you want to do, right? For the success of what you are and want to do in life. Although I do not love or relationship coaching, it comes into the conversation with many of my clients. And yes, it can be a distraction as well. I try to make sure with all my clients that we have the conversation about the support. Do they have the support they need at home in the regards to the career or business? I have had a couple clients get divorced, and while I was coaching them, one asked while we were in the middle of a coaching session, and the other just told me he was in the process of getting divorced. His wife had asked for it. So, it's not fun to have those conversations and to have that as part of our coaching sessions, but it is part of life, and life is what distracts us as well as gets things off track sometimes. I always make sure my clients take time for self-care, fun activities, yes, relationships, social stuff as well, right? But no, today's podcast is not about divorce or relationships, but I do want to touch on love. Loving what you do, that is. It doesn't matter if you own your own business, lead a team, or have a traditional job. Life is easier when you love what you do. And that may be why you're here, because you don't. I've talked about this before, but many of you are just newer listeners, or maybe you missed that one. It was back in September. What keeps you up at night should be what gets you out of bed in the morning. Yes, that's my quote. Yes, your love and passion for what you do. I recently had a client who I was helping with challenges that she was having at her job, and the bigger thing is we were trying to work on her side business that would eventually be her full-time thing. She liked her job, she did, but it was demanding and it was confusing once new leadership came in. And there was a lot of challenges. We spent the first 3 sessions talking through the challenges and frustrations, and then a tiny bit on what she can do, for her side business to grow that, because that's her passion. But she didn't have the energy or mental capacity to work on it like she should have. And then came the day when the job ended and we celebrated. Yes, it's scary, but this also, now gave her the time to focus on what she loved. How about you? Are you doing what you love? Or are you just going through the motions? And I'm not talking about those of you with jobs, but many business owners can get frustrated and lose sight of why they started their business. You can lose that spark that keeps you excited and ready to get up and do it all over again tomorrow. Listen in today and then pay attention this week in social media as I challenge you to make sure you are doing what you love and you love what you are doing. And if so, cool. Share what it is and how you got there. And if not, what happened? What is it that you really want to do and what's getting in your way of doing it? There are many parts of what you have to do in your day job or in your business that you may not like or love. So looking at and figuring out if you can delegate or somehow get those tasks off your list. I have a client that loves the creative part but gets bogged down in the details of the process. And the details can be overwhelming. And for others, it could be the marketing part. Many people feel uncomfortable about self-promoting. I mean, think about it. Everyone is. Every business, every person, in every commercial, ad, social media post, that's self-promoting. I mean, even McDonald's is self-promoting. Budweiser, self-promoting. They're all doing it. So if that's uncomfortable to you, find a way to educate or help others in your posts or in your marketing efforts, versus just saying, hire me, I'm the best. I'm guilty of it sometimes where it just feels very salesy or not as authentic as I am. So, it just happens. So again, think about and share if you really love what you do and why. And if not, and if you really want to help talking through that, contact me. Yes, we can set up a quick session and talk through all of that. That is why I'm here, to help you achieve the success you've always desired and love what you do every damn day. All right, have a great week. I look forward to hearing from you. Cheers.